So, خلاص, I think that we are 23, so we can start. Bismillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we're talking about the function. The function is a type of relations. But can anyone give me what is the meaning of a relation? As we explained yesterday. The meaning of the relation. What is the meaning of the relation? What is the meaning of the relation?
The relation of it's one thing compared to another.
Connected with the other part. We have a relation. A relation, it means a connection between two sets. Connection between two sets within any way. So we can connect the element of X and the elements of Y together. We can represent this connection by 4 ways, if you remember. The first one, which is the ordered pair. The second is we represent the relation by 4 ways. Mapping, yes. Graphing and table.
Writing the domain and range.
No, writing the domain and range. No. Domain and range, that's another thing. We can represent the relation by 4 ways. The first one, which is the ordered pair. The second one, which is table. The third is mapping. The fourth is graphing. Muhammad Walid, you are in grade 9, yeah, Muhammad Walid. Just when anyone is talking, and just take a minute. When he finished, then you can ask your question. That's right? What you want to say? Walid.
I wanted to say that relation forms variables, so the X and the Y.
Relation which connect to the X and Y. X is defined as domain or range?
Domain.
And Y?
Range.
Okay. So now we're talking about the function, and we say that the function is relation between two sets. Function is a type of relations that each element of the domain or the first set or from X connected only one time with the element of the range. What is the meaning of that? Suppose that we have a relation that like what we have now. The domain that we have, which is -3, 0, 2, and 4. Each element of the domain must be connected with the element of the range. But each element must be connected only one time. For example, we can say that -3 connected with 5. Suppose that if we have -3 also connected with 2 or connected with 3 another time, suppose that we have -3 and 2, it means this relation is not function because we have -3 connected twice. You understand this point?
Yes, sir.
Is this point clear? If any element of X connected more than one time, it means this relation is not function. It's not function.
I can't understand.
You can't understand. If we have any element of the domain connected more than one time, it means this relation is not function. Each element of the domain, yes. You know what is the meaning of the domain?
No.
The domain we explained it yesterday. So you can see the video. You can open the video. I sent the video yesterday. You can just, if you was absent at any session, I daily send the video. So please check the video. Then you can
in classroom?
I sent it in the group, wallahi.
In classroom?
Group. I sent it in the Telegram group.
I'm not in the group. I'm not in the group.
So I asked you yesterday. If anyone want me to add him, just let me to add him. Yes, just send me a message and I will add you. Okay? So please, if there is any missing lesson, please revise it from the video. So the domain again, the domain. This set is called domain. Each element of the domain must be connected only one time with the element of the range. Each element of the domain must be connected only one time. As if we have any element of the domain, there is no connection between this element of the domain and the element of the range, this relation is not set. If there is no element, if there is no connection between 0 and any number, suppose that there is no connection here. Suppose that there is no connection. Just a minute to change the color. Suppose that there is no connection.
Sir?
Just 1 minute to finish this part. Just 1 minute. Suppose that 0 is not connected with any element. Can we say that this relation is a function? No. 0 is not connected with any element. So suppose that's one of the cases that we can say that this relation is not function. Suppose that -3 connected twice. Can we say that this relation is a function? No,
No.
because -3 is connected twice. So what is the meaning of the function? The function is a relation between two sets in which each element of the domain connected only one time with the element of the range. What if we have here, suppose that we have here 5, just 1 minute, that's 5, and we have here 6, and the 5 and negative and the 6 is connected with, suppose that's 2 and the 5 connected with 5. Can we say that this function is a relation or not?
Yes.
Relation.
Is a relation or not? Hmm.
No.
No, this
Yes,
one.
yes.
No, this one is relation or not?
No.
We have no and we have yes.
No, mister. Because 2 and 6 is the same connected with 2.
The main point, look at the
Yeah.
domain. The main point, look at the domain. Don't look at range. Leave range. Is there any element of the domain doesn't connect with the element of range? Is there any element, there is no connection between any element of the domain with the element of range?
It's all connected.
All of them connected. Is there any element connected twice?
Yes.
In the domain, just look at the domain. I say there is no, leave the range.
Oh.
Leave the range. Just look at the domain. Is there any element connected twice?
No.
No, it means this relation is a function.
Yes.
The main point,
Yeah.
the main point, just 1 minute. The main point that the domain, if there is any element of the domain doesn't connect. The second point, if there is element connect more than one time. You get the idea for this one? Again for this one. Just look at the domain. Leave the range. Leave the range. Just look at the domain to check if this relation is a function or not. Just look at the domain. Is there any element of the domain doesn't connect with the element of X of the range? Yes or no? If there is element doesn't connect, it means this relation is not function. If all of them connected, then check the second point. What is the second point? Is there any element of the domain connected twice? If the element is connected twice, it means
one more.
in the domain, one or more. More than one. More than one. Is there any element connected more than one at the domain? Leave the range. All what I say now, I'm talking about the domain. Leave the range. Is there any element of the domain connected more than one time?
No.
No. So this relation is a function. You know the two conditions that we have to say that this relation is a function or not? That all of the element connected and no element connected more than one time.
I have a question.
What is the question?
I have gone to the Telegram, search the lecture, but I cannot find lecture.
So can we finish the lesson, then we can discuss about anything later? Okay, alhamdulillah. So the question that we have now, we need to determine whether each relation is a function or not. The main point to check if the relation is a function or not, just we need to look at the domain. Check for the domain. To find if the relation is a function or not, look at the domain. So for the domain, now we have -2, 0, 3, and 4. And the range is -3, 6, and 9. Is this relation is a function or not function?
It's function.
Yes or no?
It's function.
Why
Yes,
function?
Function.
Why
There's
function?
no
Because the domain is all connected and
All of the
connected.
element of the domain connected, and
Yes.
there is
Yes.
no element
Not
connected more
They're
than one.
They're not connected twice.
Okay,
Just once.
1 minute. 1 minute. Is there any problem for the question number 1? Is there anyone didn't understand the question number 1?
No.
If you didn't understand,
Me.
I'm asking about 1 point. 1 point.
Me,
If you didn't understand, just say yes. I didn't understand.
Mister,
What's the
I'm
problem?
confused.
Okay, again for this one, to check if the relation is a function or not. If the relation is a function or not, just look at the domain. What about the range? Leave the range now. I just need the question. Say, what are the questions that we have? What is the question? Read the question, please.
Determine whether
Determine whether the relation is a function or not. Determine whether the relation is a function. So I'm asking about this. Is this relation is a function or not? If you need to find if the relation is a function or not, you need to look at X or Y? X.
X.
خلاص? if you need to check if the relation is a function or not, look at X. Look at the domain. Leave the range. I'm not talking about the range. There is another question for the range. But now I'm asking you, question number 1. Is this relation is a function or not? Is this relation is a function? So we have two conditions. The first one, all elements must be connected. All elements must be connected with a range. Must be there is a connection between all of the elements of the domain with a range. The second one, each element
Ora, Mara, salta class, io taglio YouTube lo class ma.
If you are not using the mic, please switch off the mic. Please. Each element of the domain connected only one time. Any problem for this one?
No, sir.
You got the idea for this one?
Mr.
Any problem?
Yes.
What is the problem now? Now you have two conditions. If you know the two conditions, then we can check. So the first one, is there any element of the domain doesn't connect? Is there any element? There is no arrow starting from the domain and going to the range? That is the meaning of connection. Is there any element? Yes or no? There's
No.
someone say, I didn't understand. No. It's mean all of the elements connected. Is there any element connected twice?
No.
Okay.
No.
It mean this relation is a function.
It's
That is
function.
a condition. Okay. Any problem now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Type. Ayan, are you here in this class, Ayan? In the session, Ayan. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You are sending me a message now on Telegram. That's right.
Sure, Saleh.
Just a minute, please. I'm talking to another one. Ayan, you sending me a message now on Telegram. That's right. Just give me any response, please.
Sir, he's not in the class.
No,
And he's not in the class.
No, he's not in the class.
No. He was, that was Zubair, Saleh.
Sorry, Mr. I
So please, if anyone here at the class, please. It's not logic that I'm explaining to you and you are sending me on Telegram. How come I can reply, give you a response, and I'm talking to you now? So question number 2. Question number 2, please. We need to check if this relation is a function or not. So we need to check for the two conditions. Is there any element of the domain doesn't connect? All of the elements connected, because 1, there is an image at the range. For 3, there is an image. 5, there is an image. 1, there is an image. It's mean each element of the domain connect.
It's a function. It's a function.
It's a function or
No,
not?
it's not
No,
not
no.
because it's one.
Condition number 1. The condition number 1, that each element has an image.
It's,
Okay.
Yes.
Number
It's not-
2, is there any element connected twice? More than one?
Yes.
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 One
Yes.
is
One.
connected.
Yes.
One is connected
What's
twice.
the
It means that we have
The
an order
relation.
pair. 1 and 4, 1 and -4. It means this relation is not function. This relation, all of that are relations. But if this relation is called a function or not? This relation is not function.
Not.
Why not
It's
function?
not function.
Because
Okay.
just 1 minute.
Because
Because they are two times connected.
Right. Now I'm working with you as grade 4. So if you want to speak, please raise your hand. Please raise your hands like grade 4 and grade 5. I'm closing the mic. Even I will close the chat now. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Alhamdulillah. No one can write anything in the chat. No one can speak. No one can even open the video. No one can do anything. That's like grade 4. When I'm speaking to anyone, please, I didn't move from number 1 to number 2 until I ask you. If there is any problem, I will explain it 100 times. Is it right? That's one way of the logic. Please, 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 don't speak when I am speaking. I'm speaking to anyone. So how come I'm speaking and listening at the same time? And that's not that type of respect. Then when I am speaking to anyone, I cut the conversation then speaking to you. When I'm speaking to you, that's logic. That's a type of respect that I'm cutting the conversation with you. Then I speak to another one. That's type of respect. That's disrespect. So please, I'm opening the mic now. Please, if you have any question, wallahi, I will give you the response. Please. If you won't speak, please, just wait until I finish my question, then you can speak. Diego, I was talking to you now. Is this relation a function or not? No, because one is connected twice. One is connected twice. One is connected with 4 and one connected with -4. It means this relation is not function. In question number 1, number 2, number 3, all of them are relations, but not function. We need to check if they are function or not. All of them are relation. We need to check if they are function or not. Any problem for the question number 1 and the question number 2? How we know that this relation is a function or not? And question number 1 and question number 2. If you have any questions, please open your mic and I will explain.
I have a question.
What?
Mister, if there is only one number is same, so that can be relation or not?
And which one?
In number 2.
Can you read the condition, the 2 condition?
All
read them?
elements, each element of the domain connected only one.
No. For this one. All elements. What is the meaning of all elements?
All elements.
What is the meaning? I complete the statement, but I didn't write it. I complete it. If you remember what I say. Is there any element has no image at the domain? Just look at the domain. Leave the range. I just say look at the domain. Leave the range. Is there an element of the domain has no image? Like when I say the table now. Let's suppose that we have a table that's x and that's y. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 0. 2, there is no element here. 4 and 5. 2, there is no image for 2. It means 2 is not connected with the element. That's right. That is the meaning. That's the meaning of all element has image. Is there any element of this relation number 2 has no image? Is there any relation and number 2 has no image?
I don't know.
Can you tell me what I'm saying now? Just the last part that I erased it.
About you told that this all the number are connected with 2 not.
No. I just write a part here. Can you just repeat it again, please?
Yes, X and Y and you some numbers.
Yes.
And all the numbers were connected, but the number 2.
All of the elements are connected. Are you sure? How we know that they are connected or not?
I think so.
Again for this one. One is connected with. Again for this one. One is connected with. Can you write the ordered pair now for this table? If you remember the lesson for yesterday. Can you convert this table to be?
I was not there. I was on.
You was not here, so this lesson depends on the relation. So you have to study the relation. What can I do? I'm not here to revise the relation again. I will not explain the relation again. Now I can't explain the relation again. I will not repeat the relation again. If you want to ask anything, you can send me on Telegram and I will send you the video. If you don't understand, I will repeat. No problem. But now number 2, I said, is there any element that has no relation? What is the ordered pair? Can you write the ordered pair?
Yes.
What is the ordered pair for the first one?
1.
What is the ordered pair?
What?
The ordered pair.
What is ordered?
So please, can you open the video for the last session? Then when you finish watching the video. If there is anything,
I cannot find the video.
Wallahi, I will send you
Okay.
after we finish. We are wasting time now. We are wasting time. Just wait. Wallahi, you will understand. Just wait. You will understand this one. But because you didn't understand, you didn't attend the session for yesterday. Yani for any reason why you didn't send me that you didn't understand, you didn't attend, and I will send you the video. Okay? Again, for the ordered pair, write the ordered pair for this one, the ordered pair for the first one. Can anyone give me the ordered pair for the table? Solve this question with me.
Yes. One bracket 1 4.
1 and 4, that is the first ordered pair. That's X and that's Y. 1 and 4.
Yes.
Huh?
3 and 2.
3 and 2. The next
5
one?
and 4.
5 and 4.
1
1 negative 4.
1 and negative 4. It's mean now we have a relation. This relation. 1, there is a relation between 1 connected with 4, whatever the relation that we have. It's mean plus 3 plus 2 times 4, whatever the relation that we have. There is a relation between X and Y. Then the second one, X is connected with 2. 5 is connected with 4. 1 is connected with negative 4. Is there any, not minus, negative 4. There is difference between minus 4 and negative 4. Minus for the operation, negative for the sign.
Okay.
Now for this one, again for this one, each element of X connected with element of Y. Because we have here 1 is connected with 4. 3 is connected with 2. 5 is connected with 4. 1 is connected with negative 4. That is the first condition. You understand what is the meaning of there is a connection between them?
Yes.
Okay. Number 2. Is there any element of X of the domain connected twice or not?
Yes.
1 is connected twice. 1 is connected more than one time. It means this relation is not functional. This relation is not functional.
No, I understand.
Okay. For number 3, this relation is a function or not function?
Not function.
Not function. Why not function?
The X is repeated twice.
X is repeated because we have 2 is connected twice. And even 3 is connected twice. It means this relation is not functional. Any problem for this one?
No, sir.
Each element of X has an image. Each element has an image. And that is the first condition. The second condition, that there is element repeated more than one time, it means this relation is not functional. Now we know how we can find the relation, if the relation is a function or not, from the mapping, from the table, from the ordered pair. Now we know any problem for the 3 parts now. The only one is remaining is the graphing. Because we said that we can represent the relation in 4 types. Mapping, graphing, table, and ordered pair. Now we know how we can find if the relation is a function in mapping and table and the ordered pair. Now we need to check for the graphing. To check for the graphing by using a vertical line test. Vertical line test. If you can draw any vertical line that contain 2 vertical points, it means this relation is not function. Again, one vertical line that contain more than 1 point, it means this relation will not be a function. For number 1, can you draw any vertical line intersect the graph at more than 1 point? Vertical, not horizontal. Vertical. That is the vertical line. Vertical line.
No.
No. Can you draw a vertical line for this one? Just 1 minute. Can you draw any vertical line? You can draw horizontal. I didn't say for the horizontal. I'm talking about vertical line. If you draw any vertical line, it will intersect the graph only at 1 point.
I don't understand it.
Can you repeat again what I said now? Just repeat what I'm saying.
So I don't understand.
Just repeat what I'm saying to just give you the point. Just repeat. Repeat without understanding. Just repeat. I said what I'm saying now. Again, for this one, if you can draw any vertical line that intersects the graph at more than 1 point, then this relation is not functional. If you can draw, that's what I'm saying now. If you can draw any vertical line, that's vertical line, must be vertical, not horizontal, vertical line that intersects the graph at more than 1 point, more than 1 point. If you can do it, then this relation is not functional. If you can draw a vertical line that intersects the graph more than 1 point, it means this relation is not functional. So for number 1, if you draw any vertical line, it will intersect the graph at only 1 point. At only 1 point. Any vertical line will intersect the graph at only 1 point. These, I'm talking only about the vertical line. I didn't talk about the horizontal line. I'm just talking about the vertical line. So because there is only 1 point lies on the same vertical line, it means this relation is function. This relation is a function. But for number 2, if you draw a vertical line like that, if there is only one vertical line intersecting the graph, can be drawn to intersect the graph at more than 1 point, now we have that is the first point of intersection, and that is the second point of intersection. It means we have 2 points of intersection now. It means this relation is not functional because we have more than 1 point lies on the same vertical line. More than 1 point lies on the same vertical line. For number 3, can you draw any vertical line intersect the graph at 2 points?
No.
No. If you draw this line, what is the meaning that this point is shaded and this point is not shaded? For this point is included. This point is not included. If that's closed, it will be included at the graph. If that's open, it means this point is not included at the graph. You understand now the difference between them?
Yes.
Any problem?
Question.
What is
Yes.
the question?
This I didn't read the third one.
The third one again. You remember the inequality?
Yes.
The inequality. Okay. When I say the solution after we solve the inequality, we find that x is greater than 2. Can you grab this one? That's another question. Just a minute. I will open a new document. Just a minute. Okay. Now, if you remember the inequality, can you solve the inequality now? I said x plus 3 is greater than 5. Can you solve this one? Can you solve this inequality? How we solve it? Solve the inequality. How we solve it? Ali.
Yes, sir.
Solve the inequality with me. Solve it. Wallahi, I will explain it to you. Just to understand it. Huh? Solve this one. Who can solve this question with me? Ali didn't give me any response.
Mr. My net is lagging.
Sorry?
My net is not lagging.
So can you solve this question please with me? If you are not using the mic, if there is anyone at your home is talking, please switch off the mic, please. Who can solve this question with me? You can open the mic now and you can talk.
This is Farhan.
Yes, Farhan.
You bring the plus 3, there 5. You 5 minus
3, then x is
It will
greater
be
than.
x greater than 2.
Okay, how we can represent this one graphically? Using the number line, we just draw the number line.
Yeah. Number and then
2. Then we will make open circle or shaded circle.
Shaded circle. No, open circle.
Open circle.
But
Because when I
no-
say x is more than 2, it means
greater than
2 is
equal
not
to. Yeah.
2 is not included as a solution. So we just make an open
Yes.
circle, then we shade the part at the right. So what
If
is
it
the
is
difference
greater than
between
equal to.
what is the
if it is
difference
greater
between
than
this
equal to-
question and x plus 3 is greater than or equals 5? And this one, we will
The
subtract 3, so it will be x is greater than or equals 2. Then, Farhan.
Then you write a 2. You shade this 2 as
Shade
well.
the 2, then going to the right.
And then go.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
You know
right.
the difference
The
between
difference
them?
here is that.
Huh?
Yeah, I know the difference. The difference is that in the left one, where there's no equal, greater than equal to, it says that the 2 is not equal. The 2 is not included.
Is
but
not
it's not
included
included
as a solution.
in the graph, in the number. Yeah. But in the right, x is greater than equal to 2.
It means
The number 2 is included.
included.
Yes.
Okay, that
In
will
the
be the
solution.
same also. That will be the same. For this one, you will find that this part is open. It means this part is not lies at the graph. This part is not lies at the line. But this part only which lies at the line. It means if you draw a vertical line, one of them is not included, one of them is included. It means this relation is a function. Any problem for this one? Any problem for the vertical line test? Okay.
No.
So we need to determine now if this relation is a function or not by using the graph. You remember this one? Negative 3x plus y equals 8. That's defined by linear equation, because that's a y to the power 1 and x to the power 1. How we can graph this one? At the first, to solve the linear, to graph it, at the first you need to write y at the left hand side and all of the expression to the right hand side. So we have negative 3x to shift it to the other side by adding 3x. Any problem for this one?
Yes.
No.
Y is equals 3x plus 8. How we can represent this one graphically, if you remember? That's from grade 8. How we can represent this one? If you didn't,
Y-intercept?
not the y-intercept, I need to graph it by completing the table. That's x and that's y. Let x is any value. Suppose that x is negative 1 and 0 and 1. Any value. Then
Yes.
you remember
Minus
this
1,
one?
we'll put the rest of the x.
Just replace x with negative 1 and replace x with 0 and replace x with 1. Then you can check. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Plus 8 equals 5.
5.
3 times 0?
8.
3 times 0 is 0 plus 8 equals 8. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 8 equals 11. Now we need to graph this one. So how we can graph it? That is the coordinates. Okay. I will make the scale 2 to make enough space to graph. Okay. That would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, negative 2, and that would be negative 1, 1, 2, 3. The horizontal one, the scale is 1, the vertical one, the scale is 2. So the first point is negative 1 and 5. Negative 1 and 5. Then 0 and 8. After that, 1 and 11. Now we can graph the line. Now this relation now, after you graphing the relation, now you need to check if this relation is a function or not function. If this relation is a function or not.
It's a function.
Function. Why function?
Because it only crosses once.
Because if you draw any vertical line, it will intersect the graph at only one vertical point, not more than one vertical
Not
point.
many.
You understand now the meaning of the vertical line test?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear? Anyone didn't understand this one? If there is any problem, I will explain it. Is there anyone didn't understand? What? Which part that you didn't understand?
The first point.
Which one?
How you got the equation?
The equation, this one?
Yes.
That
On
is
the
the
bottom.
question. The second
on the
one,
bottom.
I'm just shifting negative 3x
No.
to the other side.
No, mister. On the bar, the table, x over y, negative 1 over
This
5.
one?
Yes.
Just replace x. I'm choosing any value for x because we say that we have dependent and independent. Y is dependent on x. So x is independent variable. And y is dependent. Y is dependent on x. So we choose any value for x. We choose any value for x. Choose any number. So I'm choosing -1, 0, and 1. Can you choose another number? You can choose any other number. You can choose -3, -2, and -1. 1, 5, and 7. You can choose any numbers. Any number that you can choose for x. Then after that, replace x with -1. Then replace x with 0. Replace x with 1. So 3 times -1 plus 8. What is the answer? You will find that the answer is 5. 3 times 0 plus 8, which equals 8. 3 times 1 plus 8, which equals 11.
Then we graph it.
Then we can graph. Just put the point. What is the meaning of the table? It means we have an order there. -1 and 5. 0 and 8. 1 and 11. As an ordered pair, we convert the table to be ordered pairs. Then we graph. If there is anything not clear, just inform me and I will repeat it. Which part is that not clear? And I will repeat it.
Mister.
Sorry?
Mister.
Sorry, if there is anything is not clear, just inform me and I will repeat it. Which part is not clear?
The multiplication.
Just use a calculator to multiply. 3 times -1 is -3 plus 8 is 5.
Okay.
What is the problem for multiplication?
Mister, you send the video in Telegram, yes?
Maybe I will die until the video. Just wait. Just focus in this one. Until finish. Please don't ask me a question.
Because there are some parts that I didn't understand.
Which part that you didn't understand, I will repeat it. Which part?
No, the before part, the first one.
Which part are the first part? Which part that you didn't understand? The starting. That is the starting part. Which part that you didn't understand?
I didn't understand about the. Go down. Yes, about how did you solve the number 3?
Number 3. Look at x. You know the x and y?
Yes, x and y.
Where is the x and y?
Domain is x and range.
You talk about 3. Is that right? You are talking
Yes,
about
number
3
3.
or number 2?
Oh, sorry, number 3.
Number 3? Okay. Is there any word here in number 3? Say
No.
domain and range?
No.
Okay. Where is x and where is y?
Number 2 is x and 1 is y.
La ilaha illallah. You are talking about number 3 and number 2.
Mister, I'm talking about number 3.
Oh, leave number 2 now. I don't know. There is no number 2. There is no number 2. Just look at number 3 to solve it. Just a minute, please.
Oh, yeah.
Now just focus on number 3 to solve it. Number 3 to understand it. Okay? Number 3. Is there any word? Hassan Alam. Hassan Alam. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what's the problem, Hassan? I switched the mic to you twice and you open it. I switch off the mic for you twice. So please, for number 3, can you find here a word is called domain and range? Ali,
What?
can you find here a word domain and range in number 3?
No.
Okay, just focus on number 3. Now we are solving number 3. What you find? What is the meaning of this question number 3?
There are some numbers.
Some numbers written
one.
between 2 brackets. What is the meaning that the number of the number which is written between 2 brackets? We have 2 and 5 like that. What is the meaning? What is that called? You know? If you don't know, just give me. You know what is the meaning of this one?
No.
Okay, that's called ordered pair.
What? Okay, ordered pair.
Ordered pair. What is the meaning of the ordered pair? It means x and y. You know where is x and where is y?
Yes, 2
Okay.
is x and 1 is y.
So for question number 3, just give me all of the number at x. X, 2. The second one is the second The second, this is the first order pair. The second order pair, what is the
Yes.
x?
3,
What is the x?
then 3, then 3,
What is the
then
x?
2.
Did you repeat any number?
Yes, 2 times.
This relation
and
is
then
not
3 and-
function. This relation is not function because you
Oh.
repeat a value for
Eh,
x. Wallahi, that's what I'm
If
saying.
any
Wallahi,
number
that's
is repeated,
not
if
any number.
is-
Again, la ilaha illallah. I say any number is repeated. I didn't say that. I just say, look at x. Look at x. Can you find x?
Yes.
Can you find all x's?
Yes.
Can you find all x's? Okay. Is there any number is repeated for x?
Yes.
It's mean not function. If you didn't find any number repeated for x, it's mean this one is function.
It's,
I just say, look at the x.
if it repeated, so it is not function.
X is repeated, it's not function. X. Again,
Yes,
x is repeated. X is repeated. Okay?
Okay.
That's
okay,
for
okay,
which
okay,
question?
I understand.
That's for which question? For the ordered
Number
pair. For the ordered pair. Now what I'm saying about the ordered pair. Okay?
Yeah.
For the table. For the table. Look
Yes.
at x or the domain. Is there any number repeated for x? All what I'm
Yes.
saying now, is there any number is repeated for x?
Yes.
This relation is not function. Again, for the mapping, that's called
Okay.
mapping. This graph is called mapping. This shape is called mapping. This shape is called mapping.
Okay.
This shape is called table. This shape is called
And this is
ordered
called
pair.
Ordered pair. Yes.
For the mapping, just look at the domain. Is there any number connected twice?
No.
Is there is two arrow
Yes.
going
Yes.
from
Yes. Yes.
where is the number that connected twice?
0 and 3 are connected to 6.
Again for this one, I just say look at the domain. Look at the domain. There is no range.
Okay.
Wallahi, what I'm saying, don't look at the range, just look at the domain. Just look at the domain. Is there any number doesn't connect? There is an arrow going from any number?
No.
No. So continue with the second condition. Is there any number is connected twice from the same number? There is two arrow going from this number.
No.
It means this relation is a function. If there is a number connected twice, it means this relation is not function.
Yes. Okay.
You got the
Thank you,
idea?
sir.
You got the idea for this one? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. For number 2, we need to solve number 2.
Mister,
Yes.
I don't fully get the vertical line.
The vertical line for number 1 or
Yeah.
for the
Uh-huh.
function this part.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, the
part?
vertical line test.
This part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what is the meaning of vertical line?
Yeah.
The line, the vertical, like the y-axis. That's the meaning of the vertical line. Y-axis. That's vertical
Mm-hmm.
and that's horizontal.
Okay.
Okay. For the figure number 1, can you draw vertical line that intersect the graph at more than 1 point? Not 2 points. More than 1 point? For number 1, I'm talking about number 1. Can you draw a line intersect the graph at more than 1 point? That is the graph. Can you see the graph? The one with the yellow point.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Is there any line intersect the graph more than 1 point? Vertical, not horizontal. Vertical line. Can you draw? That's my question. Just give me an answer for the question. Can you draw any line intersect this graph, this one, at more than 1 point?
Yeah.
Where is the line? Where is the line that can be drawn? At which part? At the left part here? That's at the left. And that's the right part. Which part that you can draw? A vertical line. You said yes. At which part?
Can you do it both, left and right?
How come? I say vertical line. Wallahi, what I'm saying now is a vertical line. You know what is the difference between the vertical and the horizontal line? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
What is the difference between the vertical line and the horizontal line?
One is straight and the other one is straight but in the down. Right?
Down like that?
Yeah.
This is horizontal? For the vertical line, again for this one, this Y is called the vertical line. This X is called horizontal line.
Mm-hmm.
You know the meaning now? Vertical line? Vertical line.
Yep.
If you are stand up, it means you are now in vertical. If you are sleeping, it means now you are sleeping horizontal. Sleeping on the ground, it means horizontal. Standing up, vertical. Just 1 minute, please. You are standing up, vertical. Can you draw any vertical line intersect the graph at more than 1 point? That's my question. Can you draw? Yes or no? Wallah, I didn't say anything hard. Can you draw any vertical line? Vertical line, vertical. That's my question.
Yeah, you can.
Where is the
You
line
can.
that you can draw? In this part or in that one? Now we have two parts, in the black or the blue one. Or line like that. Line like that? That you mean? That's what you mean?
Yeah, but that's horizontal.
So I asking you about the vertical. That's my question. Where is the
That's
line
what I'm
that can be
confused.
drawn? Where is the line that can be drawn? Can you draw? I am asking you. I didn't ask you. You have to draw. You must draw. I ask you. Can you draw? Huh? Can you draw? That's my question.
Yes.
Where is the line that can be drawn? Just draw the graph and send it to me. Send it to me.
Okay.
If you can draw now.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait.
I'm waiting. Just get the graph and send it to me. Abu Andrew, what is the question?
Yes, mister.
What is the question? You just raise your hand.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Farhan.
Mister, it was my question. It was my question.
Farhan. What's the problem?
Yeah.
Well, you just raise your hand, so I open the mic for you.
My hand was already off. My hand was not on.
Okay.
Mister.
First,
Mister,
Yes.
the vertical line is straight, yes?
Yeah. Any line is straight.
The horizontal is
Any
like,
line. Any line is straight. Can you stand up? Can you stand up now?
Yes,
Stand
I
up.
have seen.
Standing up now? It means now you are vertical. Can you sleep on the ground?
Yes.
That means you are now in horizontal situation.
Your voice is lagging.
If you can stand up, it means now you are in vertical. If you are sleeping on the ground, it means now you are horizontal. That is the vertical. Vertical.
Okay.
That's
Okay, now
horizontal. So Diego, have you finished sending the picture? I didn't receive anything from you.
Wait, mister, wait. I'm taking the picture.
Okay. So can we solve a question? There is only 1 minute or 2 minutes to finish.
8 minutes.
Only 2 minutes to finish.
Mister, please send the recording in the Telegram, please.
If I'm still alive, wallahi, I will send it.
What?
If I'm still alive, I will send it. If I die, wallahi, I can't promise you.
Please,
Wallah.
Mr. Don't
If
Wallah,
you
do
stay
Mr.
alive, that's not my hand, wallahi. If I'm still
Sir,
alive, I will send it, inshallah. If I'm still alive, I will send it. Pray for Allah that I'm
Mister, I'm
still
so
alive.
confused.
La ilaha
Mister,
illallah.
I'm
I'm
so
just,
confused.
we are wasting a lot of time, Diego. My question, if you can draw, please take a picture and send it to me. What is the confusion of this one? My question, can you draw a vertical line? If I ask you, can you draw a horse? That's my question. Can you draw a horse?
Yeah.
Can you draw?
Yeah.
Okay, if you can draw, just draw a horse and send it to me. That's my question. If you can't draw, it's meaning you can't draw an animal. If you can draw, khalas. If you can draw a vertical line here, if you find that you can draw a vertical line here, intersect the graph at more than 1 point, it means this relation is not functional. If you can draw vertical line intersect the graph at more than 1 point, it means this relation is not function. If you can't, it means this relation will be a function. That's my question. If you can, it's yours. If you can't, خلاص, it's not function. That's from your imagination.
But
We finished, by the way. Diego, what?
now that I think, I changed my answer. I say I can't.
You can't? It means this relation is a
Yeah,
function.
I changed my answer.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
This relation is a function. If you can't, this relation is a function.
Yeah,
if you can, this relation is not function. خلاص?
No, you can't. You can't.
Alhamdulillah. Can you multiply? 2 times 3?
Yeah, 6.
Can you multiply 2 times 3? If you can
Yes.
solve the question and you can say the answer is right, you will get the mark. If you can't say, if I say 2 times 3 and you don't know, it means your answer is wrong. If you can draw, it means this relation is not function. If you can't, it means this relation is a function. It's an easy. خلاص.
Okay.
All of that will be recorded and send it to you, inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Inshallah.